Well, hello everybody. I was not expecting to make this video today. In fact, I was preparing this sculpture to make live probably tomorrow, but I had a moment of inspiration and I couldn't stop. I start this portrait maybe 1 hour and a half ago, and I'm going fast and I'm enjoying it a lot. So I decided not to stop it, but to connect the camera just now in a very improvised moment. So that's that's why you are going to see this. Uh, I have recorded a few moments, but I think it's not going to be a good video. So I'm going to try to explain how I'm making this kind of portrait because it's a little bit different about what I do usually. I'm going to be speaking in English and Spanish. So sorry, I know it's annoying, but it's the only way because I can't make this sculpture twice. Muy buenas. Voy a intentar hablar en español y en inglés en este vídeo. Lo que estaba diciendo es que no tenía previsto hacer este vídeo hoy. De hecho, estaba preparando esta escultura para hacer el vídeo mañana. Pero he tenido como un momento de arrebato de inspiración y estoy avanzando demasiado y lo estoy disfrutando muchísimo. Así que en vez de parar, lo que he decidido es que me voy a conectar y pase y sea lo que sea, pase lo que pase. Y nada, esta escultura es un poco diferente a lo que yo suelo hacer porque estoy haciendo un retrato, va a ser un retrato tal cual. Es un retrato de Matías, de hecho tengo las fotos de referencia aquí en la pared y podéis ver cómo me organizo las fotos con varios puntos de vista y tal. Y este retrato es de Matías, que Matías es el que me ayuda, me hace muchos de los moldes y algunas de las copias de mis esculturas. Y un muy buen chaval, trabaja muy bien, estoy muy feliz con él y la verdad es que me alegra muchísimo que esté aquí y que me ayude. Y además, visualmente es muy interesante. Y dije, ¿por qué no me dejas que te haga un retrato? Pues aquí estamos. Aquí estamos haciendo el retrato de Matías. De Matías le conocí cuando era un niño, o sea que es un poquito especial para mí. Well, this is a portrait. This is a portrait from Matías. Matías is helping me with the molds and the casting of some of my pieces. And I knew him when he was a kid, so it's kind of special. So when I told him to make the portrait, I was excited because I was hoping he was going to say yes, and yes, he did. Okay, how I make this kind of work? I'm not an anatomical sculpture. I'm not working from the inside to the outside. So what I do is working from the profile line. So let's see if I can show you this a little bit. Um, okay. I usually start with the profile, really the profile. And what I do is looking here and looking there. And I'm trying to match the lines, the contour. Um, there's it's not finished, and I know there's going to be probably mistakes, and I have to change them. One of the things I'm seeing now is the position of the head. It's a little bit higher than there because I took it from this picture, and it's a little bit different. That's one of the problems of working from live, that people is moving, and that's good. It's adding life. And I'm trying to find the relationships between the shapes and trying to copy them and try to understand how the figure works. But if you want us, I'm very inspired now. I'm not going to explain too much. I'm just going to work. But just think of that. I'm copying the profile lines, and all the profile lines are making the volume. I'm adding clay here because from my point of view, I have this line. Yeah, I don't know if you can see very well. I have a line. So the lines are the main information at this moment. I'm like kind of drawing these lines in space. Now I'm looking where is the highest point of the head, and it's here, just underneath, just behind the ear. So I'm placing it using this reference. And as you see, I'm making just the line, and I don't care too much about, sorry, you can see it very well. I don't care too much about the volume for the moment. I will find the volume with another point of view. Bueno, estaba diciendo que siempre construyo las esculturas a partir de los perfiles. Lo que hago es poner la escultura con la foto y empiezo a copiar la línea del perfil que veo. Que siempre para empezar, la fuente de información siempre son las líneas. De momento las luces y este tipo de cosas no me las miro tanto, porque aunque son muy buena fuente de información, son menos fiables, ¿no? que lo otro. O sea, estoy comparando, intentando colocar las cosas y lo tiro luego normalmente a partir de horizontales y de verticales. Entonces, si tiro una horizontal desde la ceja, me doy cuenta que la nariz, que la oreja está un pelín por encima. Entonces, la oreja tendrá que subir un poquito. Porque no enfocas. Ay, está todo este tiempo desenfocado, no me había dado cuenta. ¿Vale? Y aquí es muy importante, que es uno de los riesgos que tenemos, que la distancia entre el ojo y la ceja quede muy corto, porque, como dije en un vídeo de Patreon, a lo que no le damos importancia tenemos tendencia a hacerlo más pequeño, ¿no? Y esto de aquí le damos poca importancia. Entonces aquí podemos tener la suerte de que tenemos la línea de la patilla, ¿no? Entonces la línea de la patilla me va a ayudar también un poco como referencia, que va a venir más o menos por aquí. Toda la barba viene por aquí. Y él tiene las orejas muy poco despegadas. Una de las cosas que a mí me gusta son las orejas despegadas, las orejas soplillo, que les podríamos llamar. Me gustan porque dibujan muy bien, enmarcan muy bien la cara desde el frente. Pero él las tiene muy, muy pegadas. O sea que habría que ir con cuidado con eso. Pues fijaos en la inclinación de la oreja. Vale, no quiero, no, en esta fase no me gusta insistir demasiado en cada momento, porque creo que es mejor ir cambiando muchísimo. Voy a marcar simplemente la barba. Y no me gusta nada pensar en el cuerpo separado de la ropa, es decir, no me gusta nada pensar en la persona desnuda y después pensar en la ropa por encima. Intento modelarlo todo como una sola cosa. Por lo tanto, estoy mirando exactamente el buff este que lleva, exactamente igual que estaba mirando antes la oreja. Tengo, I don't like to think in the fabric, the clothes as a separate thing. So I'm making these elements in the same way I'm making the ear. For me, it's the same. They are just shapes, and I have to understand the shapes in the model, and I have to explain them. So that's why I'm not making him naked, and after that I'm dressing him. I'm trying to see the lines exactly in the same way I see the lines in the nose. I try to see the lines here. That's my system because I'm trying to understand what I have in front without using too much what I know about what I have in front. So of course I know how is a person underneath the clothes, but I don't want to use this information to imagine what I have in front. I prefer to um, search for it in reality. That's an amazing exercise. Even if you don't want to make sculptures from life, it's an excellent exercise. And I like to make portraits sometimes because it's I love making portraits, but it's a good lesson. It's something we have to make a few times every year at least. For me now, I was looking at this shape, and of course my archaic uh, way of thinking try to make geometry everywhere, but it's not something geometrical here, so I have to um, make it. I see there's a big point just here, and after that, this is bending to the inside. And after that, there's a tension moment here, strange peak. This is quite similar to the ear rhythm here. So maybe something we can use. I try always to find visual references that works in all the pieces. But maybe not in this one because I'm trying to make something more classical, realistic, less less simplified. You can see I made this point here before from another point of view, and I have to change it because, of course, if I see it from the front, I see it here, but it's not here, it's more in the middle. So changing the point of view, it's helping a lot to place everything in the right position. And now it's not the moment to define the shapes, it's just the moment to place everything where it belongs. It's a pity I can't show you exactly my point of view. I'm using a picture I have, I'm seeing it exactly in the same position. Still don't know what is he going to have in the hands. Oh, got a phone call. I made before this profile and I'm going to make this profile now. So the conjunction from these two profiles will start to be a volume. I know what it's going to be now. Estoy simplemente colocando las cosas en su sitio. Cada vez que giro la escultura tengo que modificar cosas porque desde un punto de vista pensaba que estaban en un lugar y tenía que estar en otro. No es momento todavía de definir demasiado los volúmenes, simplemente de ir colocando las cosas. A partir, por supuesto, de las líneas de contorno. Hola, alguien. No, ahora me doy cuenta que no estaba en el chat. Os saludo a todos. Hello, everybody. I realize now that I wasn't seeing the chat. Sorry. I was saying why everybody is quiet. Why they are not saying anything. It was my fault. Uh, Mi mentalidad arcaica me pide solucionar estos pequeños problemas de asimetría que están en la foto, pero no quiero ser arcaico en este retrato, por lo tanto voy a respetar todo este tipo de cosas. Voy a intentar darle un sentido formal después, ¿no? Pero después, pero sí que va a ser así. Le da cierto aspecto de naturalidad, que no es lo que busco muchas veces en mis esculturas, pero sí en esto. Pues lo voy a hacer en este abrigo, pero seguramente sé que no lo voy a hacer los bolsillos. Creo que son un poquito demasiado anecdóticos. Ya veremos, ya veremos. Because the clay is fresh, it's falling down a little bit, so I have to remember that and I have to push it some. The structure is not it's not amazing. I have made everything too fast. I don't know how I'm going to make this build because I don't know. That's Matthias. And I don't know what's going to be here either. I'm adding material here because I'm seeing, oh, you can see that. Because I see a picture and I can see from this point of view, and I can see that there are a lot of muscle here. So that's why I'm making this profile for me, just drawing this line from this point of view. And it's there for the next step. And no one can see how I haven't worked on this side too much. I always try to find the exact position I can have in a picture because I can copy it better. I have my picture here. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. Move a little bit. Want to be far away, but this one. This point of view too. Well, it was just to show you a little bit how I'm working with this kind of sculptures. You see, I'm going a lot from one side to another one. I'm not thinking in big structures. I'm just making the profile lines, and after that, I'm trying to put everything in the right place. So it's very tedious. I think it's very tedious to watch because it's not something about steps. About first step, I have to make this. Second step, no, it's more organic and it's more growing. It's more about understanding Matthias in this case, understanding him and taking decisions about how I'm going to explain everything. But now it's just putting the right, uh, putting everything in the right position. It's really is that. Now, for example, I'm saying there's a line here, the neckline, and there's clay missing because the line is here. Okay, I assume there will be more clay needed here, but I'm really making this line, this contour line from here. Okay, it was just that I'm going to continue. I don't think I'm going to make a whole process video about this because it's really too long. But I will try to make a video about how I look at the pictures. And I think they will be more interesting. And I will try to make it tomorrow. So it will be, I hope it will be this week on Patreon. And I just, now I shouldn't be making this. It's not the moment for defining, to be too precise with the small shapes. It's more about big shapes. So, but you know, sometimes we just want to have fun. Well, I think we can stop here. It's going to be the same for hours and hours. I hope it's useful for you to understand how I start this kind of sculptures. This is really the first session. It's not too far. I have started this after lunch, so it's not. Well, I think we can stop here now, and let's see what happened with this piece tomorrow. I think this arm is not right. So sometimes I make marks, I make crosses when I think I have to look at something more specifically. So I will look at it later. So thank you very much for watching this improvised live session, and well, see you very soon. Bye.